What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be taking you guys along with me to lead divisionals, and yeah, I'm going to show you guys how I made my first ever youth national championships. So let's get right on into it. Alright, we're about to leave for divisionals. Let's go! Alright, it's currently like 7:12 in the morning. I climbed my first route at 9, so yeah, gonna go get something to eat, watch the route demo videos a bunch, and then we'll head to the gym and warm up for the climbs. So yeah. Alright, pulling on to my first qualification route. I was out first like I said before, so I made sure to read it a bunch and really figure out what the beta was. And yeah, this one was definitely the more physical one because it was in the overhang of the gym, and our other one was in like the vert with like maybe a slight overhang. But yeah, this one had like a nice little techie slab to start off, just trying to get you a little scared. And then once it gets here to these big macros is where it starts to get a bit more physical. It starts out on some like just big moves on these really good holds. Like all these holds are really good. They're all pretty much jugs. And then you start getting into some worse holds like this crimp here, and it's where it starts to switch into a more overhang. And then you get into these crimps here. This section was pretty cool. I didn't get the greatest endurance warm-up, but yeah, I wasn't feeling terrible. I was feeling just a little bit shaky, but I was able to rest a lot on this route, which was pretty nice because all the holds were really good. And then getting close to the top, I was getting a bit more shaky just because I didn't get the best endurance warm-up. But then made it to the head wall, and the head wall, all the holds are like pretty decent. The crimps were just kind of small, and yeah, it was kind of a physical head wall, which I haven't really done before, but it was pretty cool. And once you get to the sloper here and go out to the crimp, you have to do this kind of like push down mantle thing, I guess, into like a thumb catch, which is really cool. And yeah, as you can see, I'm like super shaky because of my barely any warm up. And then I got like short roped on the clip, so it was super hard to clip, but felt really good to top the first route. Really happy with that. And then moving on to number 2, it was the more vertical route, more techie route. It had this small little jump at the start, and then it was kind of like winding back and forth. All these holds are really good though. Like there was a bunch of new fiberglass holds and some really good crimps and stuff on both routes, so that was really nice because last year the holds were just awful at divisionals. The sequences for these climbs are also really fun. And then it has this cool move here where you have to kind of like come into a compression and then explode out to these. It's like kind of a jug, kind of a sloper. And then you get this cool perch right here. You can get it a little bit back. So I shook out there for a little. And then you go into this blocked crimp, and it's like pretty bad. It's like 10 millimeters, but the feet are really good, so it wasn't that bad. And you just have to like do this pretty cool crossover, and then you get into the head wall area, which is pretty much just more vert, but all the volumes, they like weren't that great, and they like didn't have any jibs or anything on them, so you're just like volume climbing at the top. And this last move was supposed to be like a Cordo palm press into a jug catch move, and I'm not good at coordination at all, but I was pretty confident, but I was still kind of shaky, and I was trying to find a good position for the move, but right before I went for it, my foot slipped, so I had to just kind of throw for it, and yeah, fell off the top. Alright, finished qualifiers just a little bit ago. I qualified in 3rd place, and yeah, feeling ready for tomorrow, feeling pretty good. So it's time to rest up, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, coming out to the final climb, I was pretty confident because I feel like I'd read the climb really well and it looked pretty good, but like the warm-up area, like ISO was really bad for this comp. Like it was super small and there's so many people back there. Like the only endurance warm-up I got was like up downing a V2 jog ladder twice, which was not very good at all, but I figured everyone was about at the same disadvantage, so yeah. And you know, pulling on, felt decent. I felt strong. I just didn't have the greatest endurance warm up, but yeah, it's a nice little kind of techie slab at the start, and I made sure to tell myself to like stay calm but not too calm, that way I don't like relax and then like slip off a foot or something, but also stay calm so that way I'm making the right decisions. It's also nice to come out pretty early. You get pretty good friction on all these holds. And you have this kind of cool move here where you have to go like to kind of cross over into this jug and then kind of jump out to the side. It's pretty cool. And then when I came out, I tried to look at like what draws were swinging, so I knew where I had to get to like qualify for nationals, because 5 people made it to finals and then top 3 from finals go to nationals, and I think it was right here. I think when I grabbed that hold, I think that put me into nationals, so I knew I was pretty much good there, but I still wanted to see like how far I could get on this route and see if maybe I could top it. But yeah, since I came out 3rd, I knew I just had to get into 1st place at the end of the route to make nationals. So yeah, once I'd gotten there, I was pretty psyched. And then right here, this part, I didn't really read that well. You're supposed to do this like jug match and then go into the big hold on the volume, but I kind of got confused because the toe hook was like pretty good and that there was like a foothold on that volume, and then there was like this crimp, but it was, I guess, just supposed to be a foothold. But yeah, so I was still pretty pumped because I didn't get the greatest warm up and I hit the hold, but it was like completely dual text. So yeah, I just slipped right off because I was pretty sweaty. Here's the homie Nate on the finals route, using the category below me, so M19, and he also made it to nationals, so pretty goated. And then right here, this is the beta that you're actually supposed to do. You have to like drop your feet down over onto the volume and then do this, what looked to be like a pretty hard swap on the kind of jug, and then bump out, and he like barely hit that because there's so much dual text on it, but he managed to reel it in and then get that next hold and then get the plus right here, which put him into nationals. But yeah, qualified for nationals, took 2nd place at the comp, and yeah, qualified with a bunch of the homies, so pretty psyched for nationals this summer. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe.